stage.
Yeah, for sure. Even though you've been fangirling Cook a little bit, they're definitely they had better patches for sure. But I think Latam defenders they can win this, dude. I gotta be honest. I feel like Angel's performance overall really disappointed me. I hyped this guy the entire league.
True.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he had some game-losing mistakes through
He's your
a lot of
Cucka
games.
Okay,
He's my Cucka hook, dude.
We got a game here, boys, though. So let's jump into this draft and see what we're working with and see what kind of Nyx Assassin shenanigans we've got to play with. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
It's Pup already.
A fairy drag with no Nyx in the game.
Wow.
Okay, we haven't seen... Am I crazy or have we not seen Enshin a little bit? I feel like she has been just chilling. Her and Beastmaster.
Yeah, pretty much only in these scenarios where Beast is left in and you kind of want to deter the pick. I think that's about it.
Have you guys ever used the Sproink? You know what was in the Ags before and then they put in the Shard now, I think? You guys ever Sproink
on it? Used that.
What does it do? You just jump?
Oh no, sorry, it is the Ags again. Never mind. My bad. You leap backwards, which lets you dodge incoming projectiles, and you launch an impetus attack on the 3 furthest enemy units within Enchantress's attack range plus 200 range.
10 seconds remaining.
When you read it like that, it sounds not terrible, but I've never seen it.
I mean, for all the glory of Sproinking, it sounds... I know, it's kind of expensive, though. That's the real issue.
I think I have literally never seen it. Pro game, pub game, whatever.
Yeah. I've seen it like twice in a pro game, I think.
Okay.
What was that, like a 60-minute?
Exactly.
Hey,
yeah,
we've all got 4 Aghanims. Here you go.
There might have been an
Roche
Alchemist.
free one.
I'm not even sure. Like, it was one of those. I definitely remember seeing it and going, "Oh, Sproink."
Yeah, this could be a game for it. Alchemist, early pick for Infamous.
Okay. Could be Angel's hero. Could be Mariano's hero. He's been playing a lot of different offlaners, and Europe showed us that offlane Alchemist, or I don't remember the expression that he used. I think it's is it like
Infamous turn to ban.
Factory Alch?
Factory Alch, yes. So maybe we could see that. Very early Alch. I think the hero is really good, so I don't mind it. The Enchantress, though, I think it's always very risky to just pick the Enchantress into the hopes that someone goes Beastmaster. Because a lot of times, I don't feel like she adds much besides countering these minion heroes.
I would argue that she's basically just Undying that does well versus Beastmaster. I think she's extremely similar to Undying throughout the majority of the game.
Yeah,
it's basically the same logic.
She offers less in the mid game than Undying, and that's surprising.
But she offers,
because like Tombstone is so strong.
I mean, it really depends. The Dispel can actually be game winning and totally deter other hero picks besides Undying besides Beast as well, though, right?
10 seconds remaining.
Plus, you can grab creeps that can usually, like... You just have a big array of heroes that if you use your giant micro Enchantress playing Brain, you can help counter by grabbing, like, I'm going to get a Frost Armor creep, or I'm going to get, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Okay. I think on average, the lane can be easier for Enchantress. Like, she covers a wider breadth of matchups that she's good against. Undying's a little more pigeonholed and like, okay, he dumpsters this duo. He's okay against this duo. Nah, not that great against this duo.
Mm-hmm. They're going to take the Venomancer out, so I think you're actually going to go for this carry out here. I don't think you would remove the Veno if there's a chance this Alchemist is going to be offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds
okay.
remaining.
I'm into that. I guess I could just be thinking about another, like an Ursa or something too, theoretically, though. Although it is funny to see the...
Mid-Alchemist?
No, like, let's say it's, like, say they want to pick Ursa or something, and they do the offlane Alch, right? Then they don't want a Veno versus their Ursa in the safe lane.
Yeah.
Can we take a step
they
back,
banned...
though?
Well, what's unusual is they banned Viper and they instantly banned Veno.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they probably already had the Veno ban selected, and Latam defenders are the ones that are, like, kind of overthinking what they want to do. Maybe they're not really banning according to what Latam defender is, They just have the bans prepared for this strategy.
Why did they pick Alch so early, though? It's like, we haven't seen second pick Alch. Like, he's been more like a 9th, 10th pick kind of hero in a lot of these games.
He's been banned a lot in the second phase.
Yeah. And I think they probably know the Latam defenders plays it. Like, the thing is, you just... Let's say, like, they don't pick Alch here, and they start banning the same heroes. And Latam defender is like, I think they might play AUK because these bans are a little weird.
Infamous turn
And
to back.
then they ban the AUK before you can pick it, you know? So it's really good to, when you can actually fourth pick your carry and just ban everything you think is good against it, that's always like a good spot. Like, it's probably better than picking third here.
And I would assume they probably are thinking of the flexibility too.
Yeah.
Like, just in case, they still might 3 this out. It's not guaranteed either way at this point still.
Mm-hmm.
Very
I
true.
think it's quite possible, considering Mariano's very interesting hero pool here.
This is a good Rubik game.
For Latam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Marana
Seconds
available.
remaining.
Or else I'd say Marana looks pretty good here.
5 seconds
Very
remaining.
squishy support duo though for Infamous.
Yeah.
A lot of power in these supports, but ones that will get run over if Mars gets on top of them or Puck gets on top of them.
Just gotta give them Ags and they get the HP.
I guess the Shaker is pretty good here too. It's like kind of annoying versus Ench, but you also have Fisher into Spear.
I understand, but both these teams, they rarely pick Shaker. I think
True.
they have almost no games of Shaker.
Can we get some
Both
Tusk
Micro and
pickers
Nova.
again then? Oh, we're
Oh.
clocking. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's great against Shadow Shaman, I tell you that.
Mhm.
That
It's
matchup
pretty
feels
good versus
bad.
Ench, too.
Dire
Yeah,
team
it's fine.
pick.
As long as the creep doesn't come around. But
Alright,
after
they
all
get
that,
the
I
creep
guess,
rush,
yeah,
yeah.
right? They covered it with the Ench, and then it's like, oh yeah, hey, and
Love
then we
it.
left it in the second phase.
Yeah, love it.
Okay.
More slow now. Good amount of zoo going
Dire
on.
team back.
Does Alk need more attack speed?
Well-
Everyone's going to be swinging this game.
Well, so isn't out one of those because the ult changes base attack time, that attack speed is actually pretty good with him?
Oh, the math is all, it's whatever. I'm
Easy,
pretty sure
math
it's
is
very
lucky.
complicated.
Is it a marginal difference?
There is not a, yes, it's just all good.
Yeah.
It's not
just
one
good.
of those like
Like,
I see.
You
diminishing
usually-
returns or whatever. That's
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
you're
Just-
not
it's
really
just
thinking
good.
about like, oh, I want attack speed. You usually want like,
10
okay, I want
seconds
BKB,
remaining.
I want armor because I'm alchemist, and I want some sort
I
of
see.
like extra
5
disable. So I
seconds
just want the
remaining.
abyssal.
I think in my head I was confusing it with movement speed stuff, where like adding plus to the base is substantial because a lot of things are percentage increases on top of that, right?
Yes,
That's
that
what I was
is
thinking in my
true.
head. Base attack time does not work that way. It's all additive. So
Hmm.
I love math.
Dire team back.
They take the Batrider, huh? Even though they have this Puck. That's kind of odd.
I think it's just the classic counter to Troll in lane. It's like one of the only heroes that Troll hates playing versus. They could have theoretically maybe done
Beast
something with
Master.
that, or it's also just really broken that I think it's completely fine to run mid versus Puck too. Just a game
Yeah.
counter versus Troll.
5 seconds.
It's a pretty good
remaining.
hero. And I guess
Isn't,
Clockwork really struggles against the bat.
Drow is the other one that comes to mind. I think Bowie might have created that connection for me. I see Troll Warlord now. I immediately think pick the Drow.
Mm-hmm. It's a good hero, but I don't think you want to draw mid for Infamous because I think it's kind of greedy. It's pretty greedy.
Yeah.
honestly. I think
Just
you
throw that
want
Alky
this-
mid. Double down on the greed. You'll be good.
Like I am very surprised that Alk mid is not being played as much as I thought it would. It's pretty much just this concept of like you want to like you just want to play active and carries get less experience, so it's harder for them to play active. So you just want to throw Alk in the safe lane. It makes sense to give Alk a lot of experience in gold, but teams overall just favor the other playstyle. I
You're
would be
definitely right.
surprised.
Wait,
if
They
Alk
might be
is
looking
there.
for like an Ember here with these bans.
Mm.
The bat right of the
Statistically, you're
DP.
quite right.
Remaining.
Viper and
What
Venom are
is-
already banned too.
5 seconds.
Kunkka
remaining.
is still in. Monkey King is still in.
What do Latin defenders need what
They need a Spirit Vessel building mid, I think. I think you 5 the
Yeah.
puck. They
for the
can either
clock?
pick a 5 or they 5 the puck I guess it'd be 4 with the Marius probably.
Do you ban
And put the
Monkey King
Clockwork
here?
5.
If you're
Dire
Infamous?
team pick.
Oh, they banned the mid sanking from Sueno. Okay. Guys,
I mean, based on
Oh,
how
the
ass it
message.
looked last
Oh,
time,
no.
I would have just left it
All
in.
right.
But
Is
quick
the
note,
message
quick
coming?
note.
oh,
Sueno
please.
played 10 games of that mid sanking.
That's
Can you
no,
guys
no,
guess?
right?
Yes,
seconds
sorry.
remaining.
No. Can you guess his win rate?
5 seconds remaining.
Oh,
30%.
He won 2 out of 10 games.
Yes.
Man, I'm
2 out of 10. Okay.
I'm on
2
again.
out of 10.
Trent and I quite
So,
cynical. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Yeah,
I'm surprised they even banned it, but
it's comfort. I mean,
Alright,
is this
so-
Visage? Right now, they are doing the math
Yeah.
on whether or not they can play Visage, and they go Ember. Trent again.
all right. It's very good versus Shaman, very good versus Ench, because you have reach on those two unknown
And he can go
supports.
Vessel, which I think is nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Vessel counters Alk anymore, because
10
you get that Battle
seconds
Fury
remaining.
BKB so fast nowadays.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like you have to
Agreed.
stop the lane, and they don't have last
It's good
pick here
versus
this
Ench
Ember.
too, though. That's why I kind of like it here.
Yeah.
It's a good item, but it's not the game winner. It's a one little piece of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. Alk's such a weird hero. Like he gets BKB way too fast nowadays.
So yeah, they
He
didn't
has the
ban.
chance of at least getting it.
They did ban the monkey.
They
Okay,
did.
what can we do this Ember mid? We could Kunkka.
You could like Slardar, or you could do some crazy melee matchup that he just can't handle.
The Hog Wild builds.
Earth Spirit.
I mean, there's like they could just
Morphling.
Void Spirit.
Ward
Oh
Honestly,
god,
Spirit,
Necro, man, Necro actually that was the hero.
Necro,
Unironically.
dude. Necro Ember. I remember that mid matchup. It is unplayable for Ember.
Speaking of which, they got Morphling right by the same logic.
Yeah,
but
Morphling, 100%.
That one's kind of out. I don't think anyone's doing that anymore. Yeah, what happens
guess
if
there's
you
Void Spirit,
copy
right?
Alk and kill creeps? Do you get bonus gold?
Wait, what? Yes, you do. You do.
I think so.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, so I can go Morphling and copy my. Whoa, okay, hold up. We can be a double.
But
Stonks?
like, it's kind of
But you gotta
because
get the
you
Ags
don't
to do that.
farm very fast because
That reminds me of the time I was. Remember when we had the coaching and you could like coach random pubs? I
Oh,
got
yeah.
matched with an immortal stack, and the Arc Warden went in the jungle and he rushed Ags so that they could get more bounty runes for their Alk.
Wow,
Because you had the rune
Beautiful.
fusion. It was genius.
that's big brain stuff.
Yeah, that would get you
that
an
was-
Overwatch maybe.
Mr. Jeans Invoker, though, that is
Yes.
another good option against the Ember. Has some decent options against Troll Warlord throughout the game. I think I do like this Infamous draft a little bit more here, gentlemen.
I agree. I feel like Troll is a really strong hero, so there is definitely a timing for them where the Troll can actually fight against the Alk. But if this takes like 25, 35 minutes, that Alk's going to be full slotted, and it's going to be so hard to play. I'm going to go Infamous.
A lot of
Follow
pushing
Zyra here.
as well. You got Shadow Shaman, Ench, Beastmaster, Invoker. They can take objectives, man.
I don't know. I kind of like Latam defenders, right? Clock troll lane. The shaman starts feeding a little bit. Things get out of control.
It's one of their more normal drafts. I'll give you that, Trent.
Yeah. I really like the infamous heroes too. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take the defenders on this one. I
right,
think they
that's
can
good.
scrape out a win
That's
here.
good. We've
Let's
got a
go.
contrarian.
Look
Well,
at
let's
this
see
guy's
what
got
Gary's thinking.
17,000 games of Dota. Valky's got this.
17,000 games on Valky. There you go. How could they lose on Latam defenders with an offlaner like that? Gary, do you share the enthusiasm for Infamous? I need some help here, bud. How
That's
are
a
you?
lot of Dota.
Feeling pretty good, thanks, Zara and the boys. One of their more normal drafts, and how could they lose? Theban, we've got this Alk Invoker draft for Infamous, but I kind of like the way that Latam defenders have drafted themselves into this with that troll against the Beastmaster in that lane, for example. Which way are you leaning, though?
Are you asking for a wager this early into the
No,
game?
no,
Gary?
no, no. We can
Is that
leave
what
that
you're
for
doing
second series, I think. Because I
Okay.
know who I'm betting
Well-
on second series.
Well, I'm gonna go with Infamous on this game. I think their draft just looks very crisp. Latin defenders, yeah, they got the team comp that can constantly battle and not too many big cooldowns. So if they get the ball rolling, Infamous is gonna have a tough time. But I think Infamous got that buffers, for his Alchemist. They got the Beastmaster, they got the Invoker, attack speed auras, they got good laner with the Enchantress, plenty of disables. If I was to play in this game, I'm gonna go with Infamous here, Gary.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning the same way as well. Just looking at the way they can play, though, on Latam defenders, they've got Puck and Ember, who are both exceptional at cutting waves and extending the game. Do you think that if you go into late game, is Alk going to get out-farmed and out-carried if we go sort of 50, 60 minutes here by Troll and Ember Spirit?
I think it's going to be a little bit harder this game to get out-farmed and out-carried because you got that Shadow Shaman disable package in the late game, and then you got the Beastmaster with the Roar to pin down the Troll Warlord whenever it pops that Battle Trance BKB. So you got enough disables, I think, on the side of Infamous. Then you also got this Invoker, Quas Wex, which kind of shuts down Ember throughout the game, and that's going to be a big problem. We haven't seen a lot of Invokers lately, mainly because it's been banned in the second phase.
Yeah, we even saw recently, I think, lower division especially banning it in first phase, even just getting rid of it, especially against certain players. But yeah, Mr. Gene's Invoker. I know a few members in chat going to be super excited to see what Mr. Gene's can do. Starting off with one deny and his wave getting back towards his tower. But as always, it's going to be that bottom lane, right, where the action's going to kick off. Alk, Enchantress against a Puck and Mars.
So there was a
Moonlight.
few questions around why this Alk was suddenly picked, or Enchantress. This is something to do with yesterday's series between EG and Quincy Crew. So when that series happened, Alchemist was a really hot pick, Enchantress was also first phase picked or banned, and this was one of the lanes that just absolutely dominated. You got the acid spray, and you got the End just chucking out these spears onto these heroes. You pretty much just secure the Alk's lane. And you know what happens when Alk's lane is secured?
He gets a lot of gold.
Yep, indeed it does. And we're gonna see Axel here constantly just running at the enemy with some creeps in the mid game and creating a lot of space for the Alk to farm.
Yeah, and trading up against the Puck, like 4 armor on Enchantress, you don't expect her to be, you know, particularly tanky with 500 HP pool, but holding a couple of Fairy Fires and just right-clicking Moonlight. Look at that damage coming out of the little Sproinker.
Exactly. And if you're behind on creeps, you just have to throw the acid spray down.
Yeah, and contesting them under the tower as well. And up in that top lane, it will be that Troll Clock up against the Shadow Shaman and Beastmaster. And I guess traditionally we've seen Troll do pretty well against these, you know, melee heroes, the Beastmaster, the Axes, these kind of guys. And
Very
the
good in the lane.
Clockwork's not too bad against Shadow Shaman either. Do you think this is going to be a lane win for the defenders?
It should be actually a lane win for the defenders. Right now, I don't think they're doing as well as they could be. But Troll Clockwork, generally a very nice combo against the Beastmaster and the Shadow Shaman. I love the clock pick in this game. They need someone who can just constantly run into the enemy jungle, provide vision of the Alchemist, so that the Ember or the Troll, the Puck, you know, these kind of killer heroes can meet up
Well, he's on Michael now.
and kill him.
Clock's level 2. Cogs push him a little bit further away from the Troll. Michael pops the Fairy Fire. He's got a stick there. But with the 2 heroes chasing him down, that last shackle
wanna
will
give him
be
the
his
kill.
final move. Give it to Cocohook. Troll Warlord gets that first blood.
Yep.
To my heart.
They do lose Axel bottom. Angel still trying to fight under that acid spray, but Moonlight and Valky pushing forward with another orb. Angel doesn't have a Fairy Fire or anything, but he's
one
going to be
more
okay under his tower, as the spear did come off cooldown there.
Yeah, he didn't want to dive it. He would have got killed off by the tower. And if you're casting the spear from really long range, you're essentially just throwing away your mana.
Where are you going?
There's no way you're going to be able to land that, right? You're a Mars player, Gary. You know all about missing spears.
Come on now, I didn't miss. I'm going to blame it on the ping. I was playing on US servers. It's definitely the reason, not because I'm awful.
But this bottom lane, I think they just got a little too carried away. The lane was shoving into them. They wanted to drop the acid spray and fight back, but the entry was already kind of low. So both side lanes on Infamous just giving away a bit of a freebie here. As long as they don't feed anything more than this, they can still salvage the laning stage for the side lanes.
Yeah, and there were the talks about that Spirit Vessel against the Alchemist as well. I was kind of thinking maybe Clockwork could go for one, but it looks like Puck for Moonlight is the one lining up the urn for now. And
Oh yeah.
is it an exceptionally good item? Because there was the argument of, you know, the early BKB, the potential there for Alk just to dispel it.
Right. It's good against Alk, but it's also good against every other hero in the game, right? They can't really dispel it. Only Alchemist with his Chemical Rage will be able to remove that in the early game. Shaman, Eng, Beast, Invoker, these guys are not going to be able to remove the Vessel, so it's going to provide a lot of damage.
Yeah, of course, Invoker, someone who does heavily rely on that Quas regen to keep himself alive. Currently 21-6, so Nana doing an exceptional job keeping up in the last hit battle against the Invoker. Couldn't get Cold Snap, knowing that
Axel.
Tornado's on cooldown as Axel, bit chased down, speared up to the trees, and Enchantress does get killed off, but it means Alchemist continues free farming, so job done in some regard.
Yeah, he's got to be a bit more careful with when he's going into the jungle and pulling and stuff. It's much better as an Edge to just play in the lane. She did get level 3 though, so I think she was just trying to go to the big camp all the way to the... Yeah, right here. She's going to get the Furbog right now, and then... Or Hellbear Smasher.
That's a Furbog. Old school
Yeah, that's
names.
a Dota 1 term. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, misses out on that D-Ward, unfortunately, though. Not too far off, but
That's feel bad. Yeah. Only put
vision
it
up
on the
on
right
the
side,
edge.
eh?
But yeah, it's a little bit annoying for the Ench, right? Because she wants to be playing left side with the creeps there, but against a Puck and a Mars who are able to get on top of you, you kind of want to be sitting behind the Alchemist. But he's got himself a nice little jungle camp there with the little skeletons coming up. More bonus gold. Puck.
We're seeing some
Trying to steal
pressure
some.
here on the mid lane right now. With the catapult. And no one's actually coming in to help Nana here. He did
Yeah,
use the
it's
Invoker.
up at
Sorry, the
top.
tornado on the Invoker. Oh, okay.
Beastmaster just
There's
gets
the
coxed
kill.
up. There's the kill. And Shadow Shaman, he does come mid now with a double damage rune. Ember Spirit remnants towards the rune, but he's shackled up.
Oh, mana
Let's see
burn.
if the EMP. Oh, he slides. Doesn't have
he
mana
does
still.
it.
The stick pop, but not enough mana to remnant jump. So that Shadow Shaman rotation, Michael, he loses the Beastmaster, but a bigger kill in that mid lane Ember.
Huge. Very nice kill there. I mean, if he was able to slide, then he could have remnanted, right, Gary?
It looked pretty close. Bottom, Alk. Waning Rift onto him. And Chandra's going to soak up the rest of the damage, though. Forcing Puck to jaunt away, and a TP coming in here. Trying to turn the tides, but they've lost Axel as the Invoker trades
Big kill.
back for the Mars. Mr. Jeans coming in clutch, and he might find the Puck on the way out, too. Does have another orb, and with this Ember Spirit arriving, little pebbles thrown by the golems. Tornado dodged by the Ember, but not by the Puck, meaning the chase forward. Level 6 against level 8. What is it? 4 points in Quast with a couple of stick charges. I don't know. if
Oh,
the
he's
Ember Spirit-
healing.
He's got no chains.
He's out
Yeah.
healing it.
You can't touch this
The
man.
damage on the flame guard. Oh, man. Oh, Michael.
Oh,
But he has no mana,
shackles.
though. They have no mana.
Let's just throw some more stones at him. Maybe
It's
find some
annoying
sticks
him.
as well. It's very annoying. That's an Ember Spirit who's holding onto a dust, expecting the Ghost Wall to come out from Invoker. He's desperate to look for that kill. He does get the bottle refill from the Puck now, though. Looks like Angel. Just going to dip back into the jungle for a sec while that lane is pushed a little bit too close to the Mars's lane. I think one of the big things now is looking towards Mariano and that Necro Book timing. Does he have Necro 1 already?
Yep, he does. It's on the way, boys.
And that's a rush. That's what we like to see, right? No raindrops, no bracer or brown boots. It is Necronomicon all the way home.
Exactly. He did get a ring of protection, but that's okay, We can forgive him for that.
Can Aratus shackled up. Oh, Mr. Jeans. A couple of rotations and a couple of kills. He's 2-0-2. Crosswex Invoker, it really hits that momentum from an early point if he's allowed to find these TPs and movements into the side lanes.
It's now a 6 or 7 minute Necrobook, still level 1, but this is gonna guarantee the tower,
Dire's
Gary.
top tower is under attack.
It sure is. And I've got that Hawk scouting for any TPs. We'll see if Latam defenders
Fuck a
want
hook.
to try and defend
Oh, yeah.
this.
They're bringing in the Ember Spirit. But this feels bad, though. You're just a level 7 Ember, having to TP in. Kakahook just lost all his mana. And they can just chill here, wait for the Ember to leave, and then go right back
Dire's middle
and do the
tower
same thing
is
again.
under attack.
And this seems pretty perfect for the Alchemist, right? He gets to sit in that
Oh, yeah.
short lane, mid lane, so he can clear the wave immediately, fall back to jungle, rinse and repeat,
Definitely.
just cycle through that. Who's the hero that comes down bottom and defends the tier 1 if the Latam defenders want to actually try and push, though? Is it
Well,
Invoker?
there you have
or
it,
do you just-
Axel. Edges right there with the creep, just chilling, getting all that XP.
Radiant
That's all you need.
scanning.
That's all you need. Just, pick up one of the creeps with your enchant, pull it down a bit, the creep wave will follow you, then you just let the tower do the work for you.
Oh, some lovely stacks for Angel. 5,000 net worth on the Alch already, so Battle Fury is what, like 800 gold away?
Yup.
Does he have some more?
Not the-
Ancients? There's another large camp, triple stacked up there as well.
Oh, okay, he's got
Yeah.
it there. He's gonna get it right there. He just needs a little bit of mana.
And it's right next to the secret shop too, so it's like, clear this camp, Battle Fury's ready. Let's hit some
Oh, yeah.
Ancients
He
after
has
that.
that 10 minutes.
Dire's
Guaranteed
middle tower is under attack.
10-minute Battle Fury right here.
They do slay the bottom lane defender though. Axel gone
Okay.
for about 15 seconds, but top lane is being hit real hard by the Shadow Shaman Beastmaster.
Under attack.
Invoker's also looping around into the jungle. And bottom tower
Oh,
is
he's gonna stack it just
it's like full HP.
Yep. At this point, Beastmaster is gonna get all the way to that tier 2 before this tier 1 even falls down here. They gotta wait for the catapult to come. This is so slow. It's taking forever, actually, to take this tower.
Yeah, Invoker's even pinging it out, saying, hey, do we want to go down there? As a roar up top catches Clock, he's cogged himself up, but the summons are just right-clicking him range style. Necro Warrior's on top of him, so Beastmaster gets a solo kill there, and like you say, he's on that tier 2 already, while the bottom tier 1 has finally fallen. Troll
Had a
Warlord.
little bit of a roadblock thanks to the clockwork, but you know,
Dire's top tower is
it was a
under
nice
attack.
roadblock. Got a bit of gold from it.
I thought Troll might go on that Enchantress for a second there, but they've dropped Serpent Wards in mid. Mars getting tagged by that EMP on like that, the very edge of the range, it looked like, shackling up the puck, killing off the tower. Valky slipping away, he's popped his... Well, he's got a 1 to pop. Ether Shock, though. Level 2 up, a lot of damage, and Mr. Jeans finishes him off.
I feel like I'm watching Quincy right now playing this game with the Radiance lineup and how they're rotating, how they're prioritizing the towers and not really falling under the pressure of this Mars and Ember just pushing bottom. You saw how the Beastmaster took top before they even started on bottom, so what did they do after that? Just went straight to mid. If you're gonna spend all that hitting that tier 1, we're gonna go middle. If you try to defend middle, we defend bottom automatically. And they just have no map control on Latin defenders anymore.
Yeah, do you think it comes down to these two supports kind of requiring level 6? Because that top tower and the mid tower get pushed, just before the clock and the puck get their team fight ultis.
I think it has a
Puck,
lot
in
to
fact,
do with-
struggling against summons. Oh no. Beastmaster and Invoker. There's the hook shot. Now they've got these ultis that can open up a team fight with the Mars Arena. EMP's dropped on them, but down goes Mr. Jeans. Mariano loses his courier and probably his own life at the same time. So a nice little move in there. Oh my
he
god,
got
okay,
the puck,
Beastmaster
though.
gets something out of nothing.
Illusion.
Yep. I think Latin defenders' problem is the Ember versus Invoker matchup mid. It was just so favorable for the Invoker that wherever the Ember goes to defend, he's neutered. Like, he can't do anything against this Tornado, especially going this Flame Guard build. So Invoker just had to go top, help the Beastmaster take the tower, open up the map, and that just unraveled everything.
Yeah, it's not like a bad decision by Nana to play down bottom lane, right? It's making the best of a bad situation. But now we're looking at a 10k net worth Alchemist. He's nearly got Sanj and Yasha after that Battle Fury. And a smoke up from the rest of his squad with Serpent Wards and Raw ready to go with Necro 3. Breaking into that dire triangle. Hawk moving first to scout out the Troll. They see Ember, they see Troll. Who do they want to go on? It looks like Cocohook has broken that smoke and spotted them.
Marihan doesn't have boots. Can't get in there. They should just use this to D-ward. Sit on this hill for a bit.
Well, there are 5 dire heroes here. Great Tornado overlaps the Roar a little bit, but still catches 3 of them as the Mars turns with the God's Rebuke. They slay Michael, but Moonlight down. Mariano helped out by the
Oxia.
Invoker, and look at who's arrived. It is the Alchemist with S&Y, Battle Fury, Concoction there. Onto the Ember, he's got no remnants. He can slide, but he
mana now.
can't really run. Can't run away from this one. Oh, maybe with a spear, but Invoker's going to keep on chasing. No, his Tornado's still on cooldown. It looked like the Ember was dead for sure, but he's even going to dodge the Sunstrike as that urn was ticking him low.
Well, they got 2 support. I mean, they got the Beastmaster kill, so Latin defenders, they're okay with that play. But then again, after that, what do? Just go back straight into their side of the map to farm. They gotta heal. They can't really stay out on the map. Alchemist, he just TP's top, picks up some more creeps, and is on his way to his next big item. He's got a Sanj and Yasha now on top of his Battle Fury. Almost at 12k
yep.
net worth, Gary.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the fact that Alchemist is unpressured, while sure, you might be trading evenly here as the Tornado EMP flies through onto Clock. Inside the Mars Arena, they blow up Axel's Enchantress, and it looks like Mariano kind of stuck there too. In a 1v4, Shadow Shaman Invoker thinking about returning up the staircase. But Alchemist not bothered about that battle, just going to sit back and farm. As Ember will hunt down the Shadow Shaman with the chains. And Latam defenders doing a pretty good job at grouping up and using these teamfight ultis to their advantage.
I think their Infamous just overstepping just a little bit right now. This Beastmaster feels really strong with his Necro 3, but he can't be doing that when Latin defenders are prepared to fight with 5 heroes at the moment. And your Alk still wants to get to his 3rd item before he wants to fight.
Well, they might get his 3rd item off this kill. If they can catch the clockwork. Farming up the cogs. He's going to grab a bounty and run, though. But yeah, do you think it would be better if Beastmaster, instead of these smoke moves, kind of angled towards the Troll, if they push to lane and open the map for themselves? Would it feel a little better?
Exactly. I think you just let the Enchantress summon or get the Enchanted Creeps, run into the jungle, provide some vision while the Beastmaster just pushes through the lane. And you just go on the first target you see instead of making the Beastmaster run face first into the jungle areas. Because he's not that tanky, to be honest, because he's no way to really get out of the engagements, right? As a beast. Mars kind of kills you in the arena and your summons.
Yeah, now it's Mars with a blink and a smoke there. Wanting to start something off again. But the map does get spread now. Beastmaster for Mariano is going to play down bot. Invoker's just continually shoving out the mid lane with meteors over and over again. Really difficult for the Dire team to actually move forward towards any kind of objective. No towers they can really grab unless they make a decisive smoke move and win a big team fight themselves, which it looks like they're going to attempt towards the mid lane, maybe into that Radiant Triangle where the Alk has been sitting for a while.
He's already popped his Chemical Rage, so if this fight starts here, it's very bad for Radiant.
They spot the Alk.
Oh, he didn't
kill his courier.
What? I guess the Ember and Troll are far away. Yeah, they're too far away on the Troll Warlord.
But now the turnaround. Serpent Ward's there with the Hex and the Shackles. Moonlight's Puck stuck inside with all the little snakies. And a Cold Snap with Roar onto Aretas means they're going to trade 2 for 1. There's the arena. Angel's inside it, but they're not fighting him.
He missed a spear on the Alchemist. So they just back off.
And the immediate run into Roshan.
Got the 2 kills. That was very awkward from Latin defenders, right? The Troll was farming bottom, and then they decided to invade the jungle without the Troll Warlord, where if they really want to kill Alk or any big targets, they're going to need the Troll there.
Jeez. Yeah. Alk with Inner Beast and Alacrity's hitting 3 times a second. 0.32.
He's got AC now, too. It's just dead on the courier, though. Unfortunately.
And what is that? A minute and 40 seconds he's got to wait.
Yep.
Mars misses a spear again, this time on the Enchantress.
We might be breaking
the Ember Spirit.
Some records in this game, Gary. It's possible. He's nearing that. Yeah, he's nearing that 1,000 GPM right now.
Oh, is he? Yeah, 859 right now. He might just get there. Hey, what is the highest GPM? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think it was. I think
1250 or something.
1280.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 12 and 1300, I think, is what I recall. Oh, it would be grand to see that in a South American DPC towards the end of the season. You know, Angel comes out, breaks some records.
He would need like Boots of Travels and a Swift Blink or something. Get those 2 items, you can definitely do it.
Yeah, just go kill all the towers now. Get tons of gold as they catch the Clockwork bottom. Aretas down there all alone. It does create a bit of a barrier for the Troll to continue farming, and the Troll's not doing too poorly as they do find the Enchantress yet again in the mid lane. Spending Arena on the Enchantress +5 though, and still not getting anything off the back of it, right? You're spending teamfight ultis, no towers.
You use that Arena, that means these 2 towers bottom are guaranteed dead. They might even go high ground with this. Look how fast they break these buildings. Just watch this.
Oh,
wait, he's not Alacrity right now. But when he's Alacrity.
and Chemical Rage, yeah. And 14 seconds for that to come back up. They'll have it ready if they do want to push up the high ground.
I mean, there's no more glyph. This tier 2 glyph, I think, was horrible. You had to save it for your high ground.
Looks like a pretty smooth move here from Infamous just to come clear out the triangle and maybe make a play in towards the mid tier 2. They've got Aegis for what? Another just under 3 minutes. Invoker trying to catch in the mid lane with a tornado. Valkyrie going to try and walk it back. Troll wants to fight this though with a slight change. They do clip the Invoker, but the Roar on the Ember Spirit now having all this mana burnt. Concoction stunned. Down goes Na. The hook shot catches the Warrior. Not a hero. Trapping Michael inside the cogs, but Angel just stands there. Full HP. He's destroying them. Cuckahook does have Battle Trance to fall back on, but the coil there, not really a fight they want to continue taking. They snap it on Mariano. Mr. Jeans, he's running forward, and it's a defensive arena, holding them back to allow the Troll to escape. And while this is happening, Enchantress is like, guys, I've pushed top lane. Look at how well I'm doing.
Yeah, the Troll didn't want to pop his ulti, go on to an Alchemist who still has an Aegis. That's the big deal, right? Can't be popping that big spell just to kill one life on the Alk. He's just gonna come back alive and annihilate you. He's gonna focus on farming.
985 GPM,
He's getting
almost
there.
at 1,000.
Yep.
Oh, he
got
switches from
5K gold too.
Switches from BKB to Abyssal Blade.
I think
So
I like
deciding
that.
he doesn't need the B. I mean, looking at the last fight, I feel like he's absolutely bang on with that decision. He didn't need anything.
Yeah.
And that's here too, absolutely shredded. Oh, look at it fall. Ember Spirit, are you sure you want to do that? My voice is even cracking. Wondering if you want to stand your ground there. No. Angel is up on your tier 3 now, speared back, but again, holding on to Aegis for 1 minute 10 seconds. Feeling impervious to all of the initiation that Latam defenders are throwing at him. And Invoker has also scouted out the line that Aretas wants to try and jump here. So Clockwork was going for like a back angle hook shot, but he's found with a Tornado EMP. Maybe he can hook shot defensively. Nice arena spear though onto Mr. Jeans as the troll moves through the summons. They get him. Down goes the Invo, but a roar on the troll. Can they chain stun him up with the Hex and the Concoction?
Oh,
They
he's dead.
sure can. He's dead and they've shackled No. He's only got one remnant out there and it's not too far away. Can he get another one to the high ground? He slides, he runs, he tries to escape. A triple for
Oh,
Angel,
Abyssal.
and there we have it. The Abyssal jump finds him 4 in a row there for Infamous, and back to high ground with the Serpent Wards, the summons from Mariano, and say goodbye to your buildings. They're
straight to the
going for
throne.
tier 4s. He's got 1,044 GPM. If he can kill off all these buildings, he can do it. But it looks like he wants to end the game right now.
He
They're
doesn't
gonna have to
care
buy
about.
back.
Yep. I mean, they can defend this. There's no way they get the throne here.
That's no
His
play.
Aegis is out in 2 seconds as well.
Oh, he's hitting it.
He's just dead, isn't he?
I don't know. Aegis is gone. Abyssal Blade, 3 hits, kills the puck. Die back on her. Now Aretes, the Clockwork, trying to retreat, but the Alchemist, you are correct, Theban, is absolutely dead. The Sunstrike, not quite close enough. Very, very near to that Clockwork kill.
Come on, Angel. That is not top 10 rank caliber plays right there. Not calculating when the Aegis is running out, going for the tier 4s without his ulti. You know they're gonna potentially have buyback. You know they're not gonna end the game. Whew, where's the GPM? Gotta play for the GPM.
Gotta play for the records, yeah. He's at 1047 now, so losing out a little bit with that one death. But the
A
way
little
that this
bit.
has been going,
You know, that's a lot for an alchemist.
or being dead for
70
45 seconds or whatever it is, yeah.
He was dead for 70, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's like 1,500 gold he could have farmed during that time.
So
Or
the way
even
it's been
more.
going, it feels like Infamous can just go again top lane though, doesn't it? Do they
Yeah,
need
you
to
can.
wait for next Roshan?
I think it's safer to wait for next Roshan. This troll's gonna have a BKB for the next fight, and you don't want to just go high ground with your alchemist and just get blown up by all this magic damage because you don't go for the BKB. I think not going for the BKB is fine as long as you are playing off the Aegis.
I'm going for an E-Blade to try and counter the troll. Is he going to have it before BKB? No, he's not going to have it before the troll's BKB.
No, it's
Cockhook
not.
should be able to farm it up. Yeah, Alc TP's top outpost. Go again. Tier 2, maybe push high ground again.
Just Abyssal to get closer to the creep.
Get onto that tower faster. And they do have Glyph on the Dire this time around, so it's
Yeah.
not going to be as easy a sweep through the base.
Definitely. This high ground glyphs is a big team fighting tool. You pop it, you do a bunch of damage to the heroes, then off that damage you can try to jump in. So instead of fighting a hero at 100% HP, you can fight them at when they're like at 80, 70%. Make the fights easier for you. And the last fight was really hard too because they didn't have the glyph available. They used it on the tier 2 bottom previously.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Quite a few pings coming out. Looks like the split push game has begun. And like we mentioned, Puck and Ember Spirit very adept at slipping behind enemy lines and clearing out waves. But you see Shadow Shaman. Michael is ready for it. They scanned them, so he knows where they are, and he might catch the Ember in mid TP. Very close, as Invoker is also hunting, TPing the Axel Enchantress down here. But both of them get back to base. Nothing lost. I mean, buyback-wise, it's pretty important that Dire don't lose a single hero because they have no buybacks available. What is it? Ember, Mars, Puck on cooldown, Clock 600 gold away, and Troll is about 1,500 off it. So this next fight could be it. Enchantress walks straight up, gives them the intel they need. Reconnaissance maneuver there as the Abyssal Blade jumping in. But the Troll BKB and now the Arena on top of all of them. They found the Enchantress stuck inside. The Sunstrike going to come in on the shackled up Valky Mars, but the roar back onto Na. Ember Spirit losing all of his mobility and maneuvering in this fight. He tries to slide and jump to the Remnant, but Kokohog is already down. There's Basher Abyssal Blade from the Alchemist, just cleaving them in twain. Puck jaunts down to the orb, but on such low HP with the Mars, trying to run and retreat. Losing 3 heroes there, and again, no buybacks available means that the Alk is just going to walk straight up into your base.
Yep, Shadow Shaman with the BKB, so much lockdown. They can't pin him. They can't stop him.
Dire's Ancient is
This Alchemist, he just went straight out to that Troll. Troll had to pop a very early BKB, didn't want to get disabled up. But then his late battle chance just means it's going to get kited quite easily.
And there's game. Infamous take it.
Yep.
Game 1, I mean 22-20 with a 20k net worth lead for Infamous. Alchemist, first phase pick, uncountered, but is he uncounterable?
I think the follow-up picks on Infamous were very important